Good morning, and welcome back to my show. This week on Small Project Alert, we're doing some silicone pieces for this one. Let me let you get into it. They need a pop of accent, so I'm gonna walk you through it, the process step by step in this Small Project Alert, starting with this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on, I needed some coffee. But while I get my coffee, I can tell you about this red dress. So one of my coworkers made this really cute red dress. I even like the extra bugles that we use. We used a different, well, she used a different kind of bugle. It's more of a lacquer kind of red. And it came out really nice. In contrast to the red stones, I didn't think it was going to, but it did. 2 sugars, 2 creams. Thank you. But so she wanted me to do this flower on it. And she likes the way that I do my flowers, so she just left the space blank. And was like, handle that. And I'm about to handle it. Small Project Alert. Good morning. So on this Small Project Alert, I am being graced by the sun out of the window first thing in this beautiful Saturday morning. Fresh-faced and no eyebrows, apparently. But see how the sun is just, oh my God, I love this spot that they have me sitting in. I'm right here. I get to greet all of the customers and the clients through the door. And the sun gives me a beautiful vitamin D bath. Let's go check out the sun. Let's go check out the sun. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? It's just right above the top of this building here. But look at the sky. It was just gorgeous when it was dark out. It's even more dimensional during the sun hours. We have the pieces here for the base layer, which is going to go here. It's a flower. I'm gonna glue the base layer down, and then I'm gonna go draw this flower design from my stencils here onto another piece of red, and then it's gonna be flat like this and silicone the back of that. And then we're gonna wait for them to dry, cut them out, stone them up, and apply pressure. Apply the pressure to the dress, which in ballroom would be the dramatic point, the impact point, the zhuzh up, the... Okay, so in the meantime, let's take a sample so we can get the right kind of red. Some red lycra, and you can listen to my flippity flops while we find the right red. Lights on. Here we go. Is that a color match? Is that a color match? Is that a color match? Nope. I think this is the closest. We're gonna go with this lycra. Come out. Oh, it's such a labor-ridden job. I almost tripped over the fabric. Let's get into this fabric room and cut a square. Alright, so I got some scissors here. Let's take this rubber band off. I really don't need much. Literally a square. I hope the ladies don't try to kill me because I'm cutting a square. Just very small. Not too big. We'll leave that there for now. Let's go on to the dress. Alright, right, so I have my square pinned up, and as you see, it's actually the perfect size. I'm just genius level. I mean, I don't know what else to think about it. But, so what we're going to do right now is draw these pieces on. I have another size if these pieces are a little too big, and I think that one is, but that's for the large flower, and she doesn't want the very large one anyway. So we're gonna set 1 to the side and pull out set number 2, and I do have a set number 3, but that's a small flower. This is the medium size, and this is the one that I want. So let's piece this puzzle together onto the fabric so I can show you, and then I will trace it out and come back. All right, so this is what my rose flower looks like as the puzzle pieces are put together the way they're supposed to be. And like I said, this was the perfect size piece of fabric because you see, for the medium sized flower, it fits perfect. And so now what I'm going to do is just draw the lines out. Then I'll come back and show you that, and then we will go into our silicone for this piece. All right, my next task is to place these pieces on the dress. Already, my first layer, because it's going to be a 3-dimensional piece, I'm gonna put a layer of these flower petals on, frame them in AB. Yeah, I'll frame them in AB, and then we're gonna do the silicone of this piece. Yeah. So we're gonna frame the base flower in AB. We're gonna do the silicone, wait for the silicone to dry. Then we're gonna frame, cut them out, stone those pieces, and we will install. So let's get to it. Okay, so I got my rose pinned in place. I'm about to glue it down, and then after I glue that down, we're gonna go into siliconing my red piece. I'll be back. So here's the stones that I pulled for specialties in Light Siam. We got the chessboard pieces. These have no silver backing. They're translucent. I love them. I just used those on that cheetah print jumpsuit. I got some wing flat backs that are these. We got some rhombuses, which are really glorified, beautiful-esque diamond shapes. We got some pure leaves. We got some moon flatbacks. I'm going to use these around the edges to make the rose really pop. And we got some ringed framed flatbacks, which are framed in gold. I tried to make sure that I pulled some of the similar stones that she already used in the frame. See, it has the chessboards, the pure leaves, those ringed flatbacks. So I got it glued down. Got my edges popping over here. I kind of had to shift the placement of the rose to fit into the space that was given, but it looks amazing. So I'm gonna frame that in AB, and then we're gonna jump into siliconing the back of this piece. Okay, so both of my pieces are nice and siliconed. I did get some silicone on my binder in certain areas, but it's fine. It's silicone, it'll just peel right off that plastic. But for the most part, the silicone is done. I'm gonna let it sit in front of this fan right here and dry for about an hour. Okay, so both of my pieces are nice and siliconed. I did get some silicone on my binder in certain areas, but it's fine. It's silicone, it'll just peel right off that plastic. But for the most part, the silicone is done. I'm gonna let it sit in front of this fan right here and dry for about an hour. Then we'll cut them out. So we're gonna take this off here because the red flour is already siliconed. It's dry. See? Nice and wiggly. It's a good millimeter thick. I don't know if you can really see and tell, but it's a good layer of flat. So what I'm gonna do now is do all of the cutting out of these shapes, and then we're gonna stone.
When you speak, angel, sing from above. Everyday voice sing.
Okay, so I finished all of the pieces of this flower. I did a slight ombre of AB in the middle, fading out into the Light Siam. Now I'm gonna put it on the dress. Okay, so everywhere that I have put a pin, I'm going to put a pearl. So what the pearl is gonna do is just help pop out the applique so it kind of sits up like this a little bit. You'll see, trust the process. All right, so I got all of my beads sewn on. Now we move on to attaching the petals to make them pop. And then we'll stone these beads to camouflage them under the petals. Okay, so I got all the pieces on, and it is looking very three-dimensional, very beautiful. It's all nice and popped up. So what I'm gonna do now is go glue my stitch marks to secure it in place, and then I'm gonna stone over all of the pearls that are here, and I'll be back. Oh, I gotta sew on this piece too. All right, so the flower is done. It's beautiful accent to the dress. It's just a pop of color with AB in the middle and Light Siam popping out the sides. I love it, I love it, I love it. And you see, I covered all the beads up with stones and the pearls up with stones, so you really can't see it. Like there's one there, but for the most part, you can't see it. I love it. I'm gonna sprinkle down at this top right here, and this is done.
flower where roses bloom. When you speak,
Alright, so that is it for this wonderful explanation on how I achieved this Christmas looking red flower accent on the bus line here. I love it. If you have any other questions and I didn't answer everything for you in my step-by-step, just send me a message in the comments, or you can email me at tiffanysotalented@gmail.com. But I think it came out wonderful. Thanks for watching.